Hello and welcome to the Meniscus Energy Management Dashboard, where we're looking to add value to real-time data collected from clip-on meters. In this little video we're just going to look at the seasonal average graph and what this is telling us. This is using, again, it's all using real-time data, and what we're doing in this graph is allowing you to compare your actual half-hour aggregated performance. So this is your the electricity you've used aggregated up into half-hour intervals. So this is the blue line at the moment. So this is your actual data as at 9 o'clock. So you can hover over each bar and see the data. And what we're doing is we're comparing your existing data to the average, which is in the yellow, of all the days which are autumn weekdays. So throughout the year, the data, this automatically changes and it updates itself. So you look at spring, summer, high summer, autumn and winter data, and you can then look at the average performance. So essentially what you're doing is benchmarking your own performance against what you've used in every other day of a similar day and season type. So you're trying to really use this as a way of comparing how you're performing day on day, really. So what you can see is a pretty good match. We've got some differences here where we've used less than we have been using for the average weekday, but actually there's only been a couple of these autumn weekdays since we're early into September, which is why this average is a little bit spiky. As we get into autumn, these will all they'll average out a little bit, and we'll get a slightly flatter average profile. We've also got included in here some information about how much we've used, so actual use against the average use. So we've used slightly less, in fact we've used 14% less, saving us a great deal of 7 pence a day so far, but at the end of the day it all adds up. So you're giving yourself an idea of how you're performing and how much you've saved at the moment. And then we've got some little bit of analysis. We've got actual use. This is our actual cost, and that can use and use tariffs and real-time tariffs that you can apply in the tariff and billing section. Some baseline use. Now this baseline use actually is much more complicated, or is much more detail and a better way of looking at baseline use than some other people look at. We don't just look at the minimum value of electricity consumption in the previous day. We actually look at the average of a 3-hour moving average, so that if you just happen to get a low consumption, we don't say that's your baseline use, because that's false. So the actual baseline use is 1.94 kilowatts. So that's about 52%. So 52% of our power so far is used as baseline, and that's an awful lot of power being used as baseline. And in fact that's our baseline power consumption there, 215 watts on this particular property. So hopefully that gives you an idea of what this particular graph shows, and it does display an awful lot of information. And again, as we will be doing more processing with this data to try to let people generate alerts to highlight when they are exceeding the average consumption. Thanks so much indeed for your time, and look forward to demonstrating some of our other features of the dashboard in the near future.